Today we'll be working on certain postures that target our posterior body, strengthening our core and releasing our spine. So let's get started. For this, we'll lay down on the abdomen, resting either your chin or forehead on the mat. Stretch out your arms to the sides of the body with palms facing down. We'll begin with a little wind wiper motion with our feet, tapping our heels at the center. And now wind wipe your feet left to right in the same direction. Loosening up the legs. Let this motion radiate all the way up to your hip joint. And whenever you're ready, find some stillness, coming back to your center, connecting with the breath. As we inhale, let's press our hip bones into the mat and lift your right leg just a few inches. And stretch your toes, find length throughout the entire right leg. And now inhaling, lift your arms just a couple of inches. And we're going to flex our hands and our foot at the same time. Flex and extend. Inhale and exhale. We'll do this for a few more repetitions. Remember, if you have your chin on the mat and it doesn't feel comfortable for your neck, you could always bring your forehead down onto the floor. And now we'll draw circles from our wrist and our ankle. And reverse to the opposite direction. And relax the movement. As we inhale, we'll lift our torso, arms, and legs. And as we exhale, lower without touching the floor with your leg. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, lift your torso, arms, and right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, open chest. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift, stay up. Rotate your shoulders out and back and see if you could interlace your fingers behind your back. Maybe even pop the palms out. And now wiggle to the right and to the left to release the chest and upper back. Come back to center, and as we exhale, gently release your hands. Come back down with your torso and bring your right leg down. Stretch your arms at shoulder height, palms down to the mat. And with the next exhalation, bend your left knee, cross it over, let your left hip unglue from the floor. And see if your toes reach the mat. With the next inhalation, stretch your left arm open and up to the sky. And exhale, let your arms and hips open up. Chest is opening, left arm drops. Take a few deep breaths. And as we exhale, slowly bring your left arm down, palm to the mat, and start to bring your left hip down to the mat as well. Arms come back to the sides of the body, and we'll repeat that same sequence on the left side. Breathing in, left leg rises just a few inches. Keep that leg engaged. Stretch it as long as you can, as if you'd like to touch the back wall with your toes. And now lift your arms. Let's flex and extend our hands and our foot. Inhaling as we flex, exhaling as we extend. A few more times. So throughout all this sequence, both hip bones are glued onto the mat. We'll draw circles from here, releasing our joints, releasing a connective tissue called the fascia. And now reverse the sequence of those circles. Final circle. Let's lift and lower, lifting your torso as well. Exhaling on the lower, inhaling on the lift. We want to avoid cricking the neck. For this, it's helpful to keep our gaze down to the mat. Let's lift and lower a couple more times. And with the next lift, stay up here. And see if you could interlace your fingers, keeping our chest expanded, squeezing our scapulae together, maybe even pop the palms out. And let's find that little wiggle, left to right. Releasing our chest, strengthening all our posterior core. Come back to center. And as we exhale in slow motion, disassemble the posture. Leg comes down, arms open up in a T position, palms to the mat. Whenever you're ready, start to unglue your right hip bone and bring your leg, cross it to the outer edge of your left mat. The left outer edge of your mat. Nice. Let your hip open up. Whenever you're ready, breathing in, open up your right arm to the sky. Exhaling, let it dive down right behind you, almost as if your right hand would like to reach your left hand. It may happen or it might not. That's fine, just a sensation. Feel your hips and your chest opening. And at the back side of the body, feel your shoulder blades squeezing together. Welcome deep breaths. Using the exhale to release any sense of tension or stiffness. And the inhale to bring some fresh energy, prana, life force, into your system. And as we exhale, let's disassemble, bringing our right hand down to the mat. Start to bring your right hip bone down to the mat as well. And from here, walk your fingers to the sides. Feel expanded throughout the chest. Tuck your tailbone inward and press the pelvis into the floor. Engage your glutes. And release. Now walk your fingertips forward, stretching your arms in front of you. And with your right leg and your left arm, we're going to inhale and stretch them into opposite directions and lift just a few inches. And exhale, lower. Let's do this a few times. Inhaling as we lift, exhaling as we lower. Continue lifting as we breathe in and lowering as we breathe out. With the next inhalation, stay high, stretch long. And whenever you're ready, exhaling, circle your left arm back, bend your right knee. See if you could hold onto your foot or leg, wherever you could reach comfortably. Find a firm, stabilizing contact with your right palm. And if you'd like to soften your neck, you could gaze from your right palm to your left palm. Or you could find a static position for your neck and head. And gently release your foot. Come back down with your whole body onto the mat. Let's go on to the other side. Right arm and left leg. Stretch them out into opposite directions. And as we inhale, lift. Continue to stretch. Exhale, lower. Let's continue inhaling as we lift and stretch. Exhaling as we lower. Couple more times. Let your breath guide you through the movement. If at any point you need to stop and take a break, feel free to do so and come back whenever you're ready. It's all about honoring where we're at today, building for tomorrow. Last inhalation as we lift, this time exhaling, circle your arm back. Bend your knee, grab your foot. Draw a half arch with your body, half Dhanurasana. And find a comfortable position for your neck and head, or an active stretch, shifting your gaze from one position to the other. your foot, disassemble the posture, stretching both arms in front of you, resting the forehead on the mat. With our next exhalation, we're going to press the whole front of the body into the mat, ironing out your body as if you'd like to make it longer. Imagine you want your whole front side of the body to be in contact with the mat. And release any sense of tension. Keep your pelvis glued to the mat. With our next inhalation, we're going to swoop our arms to the sides and lift our torso, as if you like to tap your thighs. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift, open, and tap. Exhale, swoop and lower. Let's continue a few more times as we strengthen our muscles throughout the back. Let's get another 4, 3, last 2, final 1, and stay up here. Interlace your fingers and perhaps pop your palms out. Stretch your chest, maybe wiggle left to right. Release that grip. And with the next inhale, hands come to the back of the head, elbows wide open. Let's lift and lower on the exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And if you'd like, you could add a little spice factor by lifting one leg at a time and lowering leg and torso, switching left to right. Elbows are wide open. Keep inhaling as we lift and exhaling as we lower. Last time towards each side and release. Come back down. Walk your hands forward. Give your body a full stretch. Inhaling, and as you exhale, glue the whole front side into the mat one more time. Tense your whole body and exhale, release. With the next inhalation, tense your whole body and lift your legs and arms up just a few inches into the Super Yogi pose, Viparita Shalavasana. Your fingers are wanting to reach the wall in front of you, and your toes want to reach the wall behind you. Hold the posture for a few more breaths. Polish your body with your breath from head to toes. And with the next exhalation, bring your arms back. Bend your knees, grab your feet or your ankles, wherever you could reach, and press your heels into your buttocks. Press them a little bit deeper into the buttocks, and whenever you're ready, inhaling, start to separate the heels from the buttocks and lift your torso up into Dandasana, the bow pose. Enjoy a few deep breaths as we hold the posture with awareness. And whenever you're ready, exhaling, lower your heels back into your glutes, forehead into the mat. Press your heels into your buttocks one more time. And release. Ungrip your legs. Let's rest in crocodile pose. We'll open our left knee to draw a figure 4 and hug the earth with the ground as we rest our right cheek on the mat. Breathing into the abdomen and chest, let it inflate like a balloon. And exhaling, let the whole body sink into the mat, letting go of all efforts. Take a few deep breaths in this posture. Letting go a bit more with every exhalation. And whenever you're ready to disassemble, as we inhale, we'll stretch our arms forward and our leg back. Stretch your whole body, and whenever you're ready, lift back up to Viparita Shalavasana. Lengthening the entire body from toes to fingertips. And one more time, Swoop the arms back, coming into Dhanurasana. Inhaling as we separate the heels from the buttocks and lift our torso up. Perhaps your breath allows you to rock forward and back in the posture. And as we exhale, we'll gently start to disassemble. Heels to buttocks, forehead to mat. Release the posture and rest in Makarasana. This time, right knee opens up, left cheek rests on the mat. As we hug the earth with our arms. Let this be an opportunity to stabilize the breath and to release the hips and low back. Whenever you're ready, stretch your whole body and gently roll to rest on your back. We'll close with a little massage for our low back area. We'll start by bending our right knee and hugging it into our chest. Give it a tight squeeze. Let your low back open up. If it feels comfortable, you could lift your head. Bring your face close to your knee. Take a few deep breaths and Ardha Bhavana Muktasana. Exhaling, head comes down. Hold your right foot and open the knee towards the right side in a half happy baby. You could stretch your left arm at about shoulder height and give yourself a nice rock. Release all that low back area. If it feels good, you can even stretch your whole leg out to the right side, holding onto your toes, foot, leg, wherever you can reach. Also, a strap could come handy. And release your foot, exhale, slide your leg down. Let's switch sides. Left knee into the chest with a nice tight squeeze, pressing it into the abdomen and torso. If it feels good, you could lift your head, face close to the knee. As we hold the posture comfortably with a few breaths. And whenever you're ready, gently disassemble, reversing the sequence, the steps. We'll hold on to our foot and open up the knee to the left side of the mat, welcoming that nice little rock. And if you'd like, you could stretch your leg out as if we'd like to rest the leg entirely onto the floor, opened up to the left side of the body. Release your foot or leg, slide your leg down. And this time, let's bend both knees, hug our legs into our chest, rock to the left and to the right. Coming back to center, draw some circles to massage the low back area, similar to the size of a dinner plate. And reverse to the opposite direction. Come back to center and now hug both knees and press them into your chest. If you'd like, you could lift your head, face close to the knees, and Supta Bhavana Muktasana, the wind releasing pose. Very good for when we're feeling bloated. We're holding the posture with strength from the core, releasing the low back and keeping our shoulders and neck relaxed. Perhaps relax the muscles of the face with a gentle smile too. Exhaling, head comes back down. Hold on to each foot. Let's come into the full happy baby pose, rocking ourselves from side to side. Let your head rock with you too. Give yourself a good massage throughout the whole back. And gently come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together, wrap them with your hands, and see if you could bring your heels down close to your groin area. Tuck your chin into your chest and rock from here. Massaging the low back and the sacrum. Come back to center. Perhaps lift your gaze, looking towards your feet. If you'd like, you could release your hands, bring your palms together and align palms and soles of your feet so that your hands and feet are in the same line. Feeling aligned and centered as we exhale, let's find our mat one more time. Bringing the feet, the outer edges of the feet down, holding a diamond shape with our legs, stretching our arms up, palms still glued together. Take a nice and long, deep inhalation. Exhale, letting the hips melt a little further down and heavier into our mat. Unglue your palms, circle your arms down. Place your right hand on the abdomen, left hand on the chest. Welcome a full yogic breath. Inhaling into the abdomen, inflating it like a balloon towards all directions. Let that breath rise up to your chest and clavicular region. And exhaling, let your chest shrink, let your tummy shrink. Releasing all the air, allowing the navel to sink into the spine. You're welcome to take a few more full yogic breaths in this posture. And whenever you're ready, stretch your legs out. Relax the arms to the sides. We'll roll onto the right side of the body and slowly start to come back up to a seated position. Take a deep breath in and fully breathe out. I'm feeling strong, aligned, and centered. You could open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of the day.